2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. It's the NBA on 2K.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the five down low. Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. Takes a three. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Now the Clippers moving it up. George looking over the floor. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Now here's McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Powell for three. Morris with the rebound. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't
force.
believe it. I cannot believe that.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Now here's McCollum. Inside. Covington kicks to McCollum. Portland again missing.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Outside Jackson. Leonard against Lillard. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. McCollum outside. Misses the three. Los Angeles leading by 4. In the corner, George with it. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Powell. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jackson with it. Leonard finds Jackson. Offensive rebound. Zubac. Again, Los Angeles.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the dunk by Covington.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
The three from George. That doesn't go either for George.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's McCollum. Up and in on the layup.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. For the three. Rebounded by Covington.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
McCollum fires from way outside. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Lillard with no one around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Clippers in the lead. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's George again missing.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Outside, George launches a three. George missing again. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. It's all tied in Portland. And don't go away. We'll be back with the... Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to developing his leadership skills.
I think it comes from being in a big family. You know, as a kid, I was.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the two guard. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The Clippers trail. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. From past the arc. And Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Portland again missing. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Lillard against Cousins. And Kanter throws it down.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Kennard for 3. Drops in the tray. Kennard's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Clippers.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
And the basket by Lillard.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kennard for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Three-pointer, Lillard. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Kennard for 3. And he gets it back. Passes it to Mann. Puts up a 3. Kennard's shot is off. Portland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And here's Anthony from the arc. Lillard outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Kennard for three. Made that one only his fourth of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Canner, and there's the feed to Anthony. Now the Clippers moving it up. Kennard for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight. Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
50 seconds left in the first half. The shot's good from Kennard.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Cousins kicks to Beverly. Here's Mann. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. The pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. It's time now to go courtside as we send you. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Clippers leading by 3. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Marcus Morris. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position. And here's Morris for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Norkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The score now all even. McCollum's got the first basket of the third quarter for Portland.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Outside, George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. George has got his first 3 points of the game. Lillard fires away from way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Lillard misses. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Takes the 3. Outside for George. For 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Lillard misses. LA's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. George passes to Zubac. Leonard dishes to George. From deep. The long-distance 3 is buried. George has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Los Angeles. McCollum outside. The 3. Traps in the tray. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
You got to be aware of McCollum. I mean, he's a competitor. And look, he looks for revenge in these situations.
And here's George for three. The Clippers rebound. Morris kicks to Jackson. Back to Morris. Tries again. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's Portland convertible.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Jackson looking it over. From deep, George. He's off on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Powell with it. Leonard picks him up. Paul George grabs the miss.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Fires the three. That doesn't go either for George.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a small shot.
McCollum outside. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Outside, George. Looking to end the run. And again, no good by the Clippers.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Jones subbed in for Damian Lillard. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Powell against George. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. The teardrop falls in. McCollum's got 13.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
George with no one around. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. George has got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Powell. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
Rondo passes to George. Latrey drills the three-pointer. 12 points for him.
The switch flipped for him at halftime. Not a single point in the first half. All of a sudden, he's come alive.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Cullen passes to Powell. Three-pointer. Gets a hand on it, and Kanter able to finish.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And here's George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
And McCollum launches it from deep. Oh, he hit it! He hit it!
What a great shot!
Wow, what a way to finish up.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Trailblazers up 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Passes to McCollum. Fires from deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Now, that's the staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Everly with the ball. Kanter covering. From downtown, Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Simons. The 3. Feeds it to McCollum. Outside, Jones. There's the 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kennard for three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. A three from McCollum. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Kennard for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Simons. They get the rebound. Outside, Jones. McCollum outside. Goes back up. And he drops that one in. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Now here's Beverly. Kennard for three. And he's good on the 3-ball.
His three-point game has been incredible tonight. If he comes even close to repeating his first half performance, it's going to be a crazy game for him.
The pass to Cantor. Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. And here's McCollum for three. Cantor kicks to Anthony. McCollum outside. Anthony controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around their neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac.
Well, Kennard is a crafty lefty that plays with fluidity. He makes pull-up jumpers look so effortless.
McCollum outside. The tray. Anthony down low. Nice D from Cousins.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Kennard for three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And here's McCollum for three. And the 3-ball is good. McCollum's got 21.
Well, I think it's fair to say we can add this to the list of huge games McCollum's had in his career. One crisp bucket after another tonight.
Kennard for three. Cousins dishes to Batum. Kennard for three. Good on the 3-point shot.
Whoa, huge play by the former Duke. And Kennard does not shy away from the moment.
And McCollum puts up a deep three. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 6.
That's size winning out. He needed every single inch to haul in that big.
And here's McCollum for three. Again, McCollum missing.
I don't know why he keeps shooting. Anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Running the offense through Lillard. A high-usage guy who is also very efficient.
Kennard for three. Pass to Beverly. Lets it go with the three. Cans the three.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here is Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. And now Portland on the break. Lillard from outside. From deep three-point range, Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Portland again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's deflected. They retain possession. And that one drops for him. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Nurkic. From the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken #1. He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Now here's Lillard, and he gets the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Lopez after the made shot from Robert Covington. And that one's good by Lopez.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Lillard against Holiday. It's Covington on the wing. Powell, no one around him. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And there it is for him.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. They trail by 6. Cullen passes to Lillard. That falls. Ice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Bucks leading by 6. Giannis right side. And the dunk by Giannis.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Cullen passes to Nurkic. Covington. Giannis grabs the miss. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 14-6 run. And the dunk by Giannis.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
To the middle. A floater. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Milwaukee making a switch. Connaughton's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Trailblazers trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Antetokounmpo. Here's Tucker. That three off the mark. The Trailblazers shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. And Jones slams it in.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Here's Forbes. A three-pointer off the mark. Gets it off. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the three. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And the shot goes in. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. There's the lob to Portis. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Cantor against Portis. Second chance shot. Cantor's shot is off.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Simons. Cantor, the pass to Simons. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got his first basket.
Good combination of power and finesse by Cantor. Helps him finish strong through contact.
Now Holiday down low. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Here's DiVincenzo, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard. 1:16 left now here in the second. And Forbes kicks to Middleton. 4 on the shot clock. Passes it to Tucker. Shoots over Covington. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Here's Lillard. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
51 seconds left in the first half. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 16 points.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 11. Off target from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Another shot, and the basket is good. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Bit of a challenge to slow Lopez down there, especially at his size. Even with good defense, maybe his frame just too much.
Holiday against Lillard, and good that time. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Lillard way outside. The offensive rebound. Nurkic dishes to Covington. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Back to Covington. Portland needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Lillard. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Lillard. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Holiday against Lillard. Trying to get open is Lopez. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points in the quarter. Here is Lillard. 16 points for him. Nice open look, but it's no good. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Here's McCollum. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Portland also making some changes. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And Jones slams it home.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the deep.
There's the pass to Powell. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for C.J. McCollum. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Carmelo from downtown. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Over Giannis. Powell kicks to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo showing that he's still got it down there, gets enough space to get up and get to the rim.
There's Giannis. He's got 29 points. And the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Passes it to Cantor. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Six seconds left to play in the third. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. No good there.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athletic.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard's showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell. Connaughton passes to Portis. 8 feet away. Feeds to Tucker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Drew Holiday is checked in for Milwaukee. Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard with it. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
Holiday against Powell. Holiday gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The shot's good from Kanter.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
To the paint, stolen by Kanter. And now Portland on the break. Powell finds Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Powell against Holiday. And he gets it to go.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Portis with it. Lillard picks him up. Tucker the pass to Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Portland with a change here too. McCollum's checked in for Anthony. Pass to Tucker. Back to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. From deep. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Well, Kanter with a hustle play there, making more of an effort to beat the defense down the floor in transition.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. At one point, they led by 16. A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Tucker. Outside Holiday. And Kanter pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And stolen by Lillard. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Kanter dishes to Covington. Lillard outside. A 3 from McCollum. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez left side. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And really deep through that time.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Holiday looking for an opening. Over Lillard. Holiday finds Lopez. Here's Holiday. For 3, Middleton. The shot, no good. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Powell. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And so it's Milwaukee now. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Here's Lopez. And a lot of contact on the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the game. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's George in at the 2 spot. And up the court come the Bucks on the break, and Lopez gets it to go.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
And here's Jackson. And again, the Clippers turn it over. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday goes in. Sweet move, and the nice bucket inside from Lopez. Lopez has got his second basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Zubac. Morris finds Jackson. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Count it. Good.
Yeah. 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Jackson passes to Leonard. To the inside. Zubac, that's good.
Coming off the screen, Kawhi attracts so much defensive attention. Hard to throw a blanket over the roller at the same time.
Outside Holiday. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo, and does.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Here's Giannis. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Antetokounmpo's got 6. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 4. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Clock at 6. Middleton finds Lopez. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. DiVincenzo against George. Morris with the bucket.
And the powerful frame of Morris. Difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Lobs it up for Holiday, and it's sent back by Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Bounce pass onto Kumbo. Tucker, the pass to Giannis. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Oturu, guarded by Tucker. That's tipped, but they recover it.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's George. That gives them the lead. George has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and Forbes gets to Middleton, fires it up. With the putback, it's good on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there, going for the tip-in. Cousins inside, defended by Portis.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll be back with you for the start of the 2nd quarter when we return. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the 1st quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific 1st quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
We've got Patrick Beverly. He's out there with Luke Kennard. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. And it's Oturu in at the 4 slot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the 2nd quarter. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. And it's Beverly missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Portis kicks to Forbes. Middleton against Batum. Launches it. Here's Tucker over Beverly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Forbes, the pass to Lopez. 5 to shoot. Here is Forbes, defended by Beverly, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Beverly against Holiday. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. It's good.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Stolen by Beverly. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Kicks it out to Leonard. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Zubac, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Zubac has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Reggie Jackson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Rondo passes to Zubac. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
55 seconds left in the first half of the game. Rondo dishes to Morris. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers lead by 1. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now DiVincenzo. Makes it off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 4 points now in the quarter. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Stolen. Here's Connaughton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
He hits the second from the line. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach it.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and... That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at center. Milwaukee in the lead. DiVincenzo with it. And there's the pass to Holiday. Lopez against Cousins. Middleton. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Now here's Leonard. 11 points in the game. Stolen by Tucker. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Count that one as his seventh make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
DiVincenzo against Leonard. Beverly the pass to Patterson. Now Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's DiVincenzo. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Pass to Forbes. He kicks it to Tucker. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Milwaukee, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Mann's checked in, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Clippers trail by 6. And here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he drops it in from the low post.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Back to George. Kicks it to Patterson. And he comes up with the deuce.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Here is Forbes, defended by George. Forbes, the pass to Tucker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Tucker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now George. He has 6. Passes it to Zubac. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Connaughton. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tucker. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside, George. That shot off. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Stolen by Middleton. The third quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top as they end the third quarter with a third. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Rajon Rondo is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Kennard in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And the Clippers call time here. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Morris. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. George is checked in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David. Here's Middleton. The dish now to Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Cousins.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent pretty much in every phase of the game. He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
George against DiVincenzo. The shot by George, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Antetokounmpo. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver.
And Seattle, right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Zubac.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's George. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Beverly against Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Not going to go that time.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Moving it up. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Outside Holiday. Down low. Got a piece of it. And the officials call a traveling violation. For the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Cousins. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Clippers trail by 7. George looking around. He dishes it to Leonard. The rebound by Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And he makes that one.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
That one drops for him.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 9.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Zubac kicks to Jackson. A deep 3 from Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. And so the Bucks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. The bright lights and tall buildings of... We are nearly...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flight. Now, here's Zubac. Back to Jackson. Pass to George. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Inside. Here's Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. Outside, Covington.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Powell finds Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic trying to get open, and he banks in the layup.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Jackson. Back to George. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Now here's Covington. And Lillard kicks to Covington. McCollum outside. No good with the triple.
Absolutely tenacious guy. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Lillard misses. Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And George, here we go. Outside Leonard. To the middle. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Lillard looking around. McCollum outside. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. George has got the ball. They get it back. Kicks it out to Leonard. The second chance effort. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now, here's George. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Clippers trail. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. From deep. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And it's George missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
58 seconds left in the first. Covington dishes to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
The feed now to Leonard. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Covington kicks to McCollum. Back to Covington. Lillard from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. George passes to Zubac. Covington with the steal. Lillard against Jackson. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. He's off from 17 feet. And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. Here's Kennard after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Kanter trying to free himself up. And Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Passes it to Beverly. Here's Kennard. Lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Out to the right wing. Here's Kanter. Count it. Kanter's got his second basket of the night. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. From past the arc. McCollum, no good.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Clippers moving the ball around. Batum wide open. He fires. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Beverly against McCollum. They swipe it. Now the Clippers moving it up. Batum against Jones. Cousins trying to free himself up. A shot by Batum, no good. The drive by Anthony. Good on the shot. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
Rondo passes to Kennard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. That one goes. Count it. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. There's the dish to McCollum. Outside, Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Kennard. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Batum, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now the pass to Simons. Goes up on the wing. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Jones, no luck.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Rondo passes to Kennard. Off target with his three. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clippers trail by 5. They've got Ivica Zubac. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And he gets the bucket.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
Now here's McCollum from deep 3-point range. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks it to Jackson. Passes to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Back to Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Outside Leonard. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside hits the 3-point bomb. And now it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Outside, George tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Now Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. George with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And here is Powell. Pass to McCollum. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front. Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. McCollum with the ball. 6 points for him. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Leonard inside. Powell on him. Nobody near George. Offline with his 3. Portland leading by 6.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
A minute 50 left in the 3rd. Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the shot goes down. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's McCollum. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic can't hit. Leonard attacking, and that one drops. And now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
Now here's Nurkic. McCollum outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the way in. That's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
The pass to Zubac. Back to George. Beyond the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Lillard. That shot, no good. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Damian Lillard. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 2. Drains it from beyond the arc. Simons has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Beverly. Pass to Mann. Now Beverly. He kicks to Batum. Good work defensively by Anthony.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Over to the wing. Lillard from outside. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Pass to Zubac. It's tipped and stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony Simons. And an intentional foul right there. Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Patrick Beverly. Lillard outside. From deep. The rebound by Patterson.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here is Lillard. Powell in the high post. From outside the arc. Portland no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside, George.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Batum against Powell. With the tip. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Leonard inside, guarded by Powell. Yep, that one goes. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Here's Lillard, and it's good for 2.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's George. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Jones. Leonard looking around. Out to Morris. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Pass to Cantor. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 8. Rondo dishes to Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. And the pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from George. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
McCollum outside. Down low. Stolen by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Lillard against Rondo. A floater. The putback. It's in.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
From deep, George, and Cantor pulls it down. And so, the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Stolen by Cantor. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... They'll be walking out of here with a prescient. And we've got.
Well, guys, I'm very.
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Lopez with the ball. Now Covington defending. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. The pass to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. And Covington sends it back. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Middleton outside. In the air. And no good. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing is early. Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Giannis.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Giannis.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
There's the lob at Kumbo, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they can breathe a little easier on their 4th shot. They finally hit the target.
Giannis against Covington. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Lillard against Holiday. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Holiday is running.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Lillard with it. McCollum outside. Pulls up. And he hits the jump shot.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish him.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Lopez has it in the corner. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Just 5 on the clock. From the stripe. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Portland the other way.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, he has some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. He was over there dizzy and he wasn't playing on that. He was
that was incredible.
All around.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Lillard misses. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Kicks it down to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, that was something else.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Lillard attacking. Good D by Lopez.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Elbow shot is on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Powell finds Lillard. Back to Powell. Anthony down low. Guarded by Tucker. And Anthony gets it to go.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Outside Holiday. And Holiday throws it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard gets it to go.
A pick and roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Here's Holiday. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Here's Simons. Now, here's Portis. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And, Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that part.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Lets a floater go, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. That's good from Forbes. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Kicks it out to Jones. Stolen by Tucker. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Portland moving the ball around. And stolen by Portis. Giannis high post. Back to Forbes. Here's Middleton. Fades. Clock at 6. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Whether Portis can make the leap is still up in the air. He's young and has the potential to be really good in this league.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Covington. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Now, here's Nurkic. He's guarded closely. And that time, also a missed shot.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Nurkic against Antetokounmpo. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 6.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Giannis inside. Working on Nurkic. And it's Connaughton missing.
Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Loads it up for Giannis. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. But they get it back. Kicks it out to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
The D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And both free throws good for Giannis.
Well, finally he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Lillard against Holiday. Kicks it out to Jones. 4 seconds left. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And so we conclude the first half. Well, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Middleton. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Here is Lillard. 8 points for him. Kicks it out to McCollum. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Lillard scanning the floor. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Holiday against Covington. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 10.
0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Here's Holiday. Passes to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And stolen by Lillard. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Giannis throws it down.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Inside. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to Cantor. He can't get that one. Good D by Lopez. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Tucker the pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. And that one is hammered home.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that thing.
From deep three-point range, the shot that time not on target. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Middleton outside. Lobbed up there for Lopez. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Powell against DiVincenzo. And Tucker has it in the corner. Pass to Connaughton. For the three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 13. Lopez inside, guarded by Powell. Tucker the pass to Lopez. Stolen by Cantor. The feed to Jones. Yep, it counts.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And so he hits the technical free throw. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And there's the pass to Portis. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Anthony. And the miss.
As a defender, Middleton can suffocate you with his length. Nice stop there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. I think so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. McCollum, no good. Milwaukee leading by 10. And there's the call on Jones. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for Kanter. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Portis. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for P.J. Tucker. DiVincenzo can't hit it. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Here's Lillard. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Holiday against Lillard. Loads it up for Giannis.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Lillard against Holiday. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Jones in the post, defended by Middleton. Lillard attacking. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. From 7, and McCollum with the block. And he's able to get it back. Antetokounmpo, no good. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Holiday with it. The kick out to Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. Lots of room. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nobody near Lillard. Misses off the right eye.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lopez with the ball. Jones covering. Nailed from three-point land. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the ball.
Nice. Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Six to shoot. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. And Covington sends it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jones. McCollum fires from way outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but it hasn't been successful.
Here's Giannis to the inside. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And the shot goes in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Kicks it down to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5 to the paint and stolen by Lillard.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Here's Simons. And the baseline jumper, no good. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris. Downtown Milwaukee is
Hey, Kevin. Giroux.
Terrific. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Patrick Beverly. Patrick Patterson is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Here's Leonard following the basket by Brook Lopez. Leonard inside.
Just a level of power and explosiveness. Leonard just tenacious at the rim.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Well, they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Leonard finds Beverly. Shoots. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Lopez. The dish to Middleton. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. Back to Beverly. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. T.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Los Angeles, Paul George, he's checked in for Patterson. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And they pick up 2.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Rondo. And he makes good on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Connaughton. Kennard covering. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Batum brings the double team. Here's Connaughton. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Zubats. Shoots over Portis. Again, the Clippers.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Holiday against Rondo. Connaughton passes to Holiday. Connaughton kicks to Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Bucks trail by 9. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Holiday attacking.
You can see the determination.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Shooting from Milwaukee, Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll...
You know, this game, you know, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Giannis with it, guarded now by Patrick Patterson. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Off the inbound.
And can you not love the tenacity of Leonard? One of the best defenders to enter the league in quite some time.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Cousins. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Giannis has got 6.
Well, Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverley. Lopez dishes to Middleton. And that one, good.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Clippers leading by 7. Jackson passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Giannis outside. And they double up Giannis. The kick out to Lopez. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by George. Connaughton passes to Forbes. DiVincenzo against George. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Clock at 4. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Los Angeles leading by 11. 1:09 left in the first half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Leonard looking around. Outside for Batum. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Middleton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. The putback. And staying with the play, Middleton. Middleton's got 6 in the quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Outside Leonard. High post, Zubats. And Leonard has it in the corner. Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Zubats has got 6.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the story. Early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 15 points. And that does it for our halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 guard. Here's George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 7.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
And that one's good by Lopez.
That's a big shot from Lopez. His accuracy from behind the three-point line is really impressive.
Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Zubac's with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's George. He's got 8. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Mann's checked in. Luke Kennard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Jackson, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Holiday against Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Holiday.
Although he's a bit smaller, Rondo knows he's got to outthink guys on the interior, and that time drew the contact.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Reggie Jackson. Timeout called, the Bucks. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And Rondo drops them both.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Now here is Holiday. Defense is right there. Rondo on the double team. Here's Connaughton. He gets it in there.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Leonard, the rebound by the Bucks.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. And a wide-open look for Portis. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Holiday against Rondo. The shot by Holiday, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Forbes. Both free throws good from Forbes. Here's Leonard. 19 points in the game. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. No good on that one. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Portis. And Forbes has it in the corner. Out left to the wing. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the line for him here. Both good from the line that time. Clippers leading by 6. 59 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Right side Leonard. And he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. 34 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. And it's George missing. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Tucker. Portis. It's good on the putback. Portis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? George with the ball. Here's Patterson. And George, here we go. Great D that time from Portis.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Clippers leading by 6. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And that one's good. Beverly.
They are just killing them
on the interior.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Bucks trail by 10. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Great D that time from Leonard. To the inside. Outside for George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there. Just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Zubats against Holiday. The pass to DiVincenzo. To halt the run. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers leading by 13. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Holiday up top, defended by Beverly. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, Drew very much willing to go in there, scrap out a rebound, and hit the boards.
Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Outside, George. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed. To have your jersey hanging up in an arena, that was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
Clippers leading by 11. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Count that bucket. Leonard's got 25 points.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard, an MVP candidate. Why? Well, they're the reasons right there. One of the best two-way players we've seen in the past 5 years.
Holiday finds Lopez. And the rejection by Zubats. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 15-6 run.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
That one goes in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Los Angeles. Patterson, he's checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look. And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Bucks foul call. Jeff Teague. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
First one falls for him.
At the line for two.
And Rondo drops them both. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Guys, what's your take?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps